Hey there everyone, this is MarkyMan64 here, welcoming you back to another episode of Let's Play Human Fall Flat on the PlayStation 5. This is episode number 27. So at the start of the previous episode, I said that there was a new level out on the Steam version, which often happens. It often comes out in Steam first, and I would wait until it came out in console and then I would play it. Now that was recorded in October 23. Now suffice to say, these levels have come out not that long after, and that it is now February 25. So it's been a while. It's been out for a while, and there's been levels since then. There's been several levels since then. So we're just going to go in and select level. We're going to go to Extra Dreams, and you can see that there are several episodes to come of this. So there's Museum, Dockyard, Underwater, and then we're going in for Port. So yes, these levels have all come out, and we're going in for Port. Now, the one complaint I have about Port is that some of it is very, very dark in its contrast. I don't know what is causing that. I know that you can turn the brightness up, and it does help substantially. I'm trying to avoid doing that. It's not difficult to play, it's just very dark and you can't really see where you're going, but I'll show you what I do as an alternative in a minute. Another thing is about this puzzle here is that you're meant to grab onto this light here, and I don't know how you're meant to aim for that. If you miss it, then you end up back in that initial room. So yes, the darkness, by the way, is only for the start of it. I'll tell you, like, when we get to a bit when it stops being like that. It's not too bad. It's, you know, it's not like it's unplayable with the darkness. It's just very dark, like this bit. Now that there are things in front of me. I can even see in the recording that it's black. The easiest way to do this is to walk backwards. You're not going to fall into anything, but yes, you can kind of almost find your way around by doing this. And then I think at some point you should see that you walk into... That's not where I'm going, is it? No. Is it further on? Right, okay, what I'm going to do is turn up the brightness. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Okay, anyway, back. There you go. Resume. And I still can't see a thing in front of me. But there it was. It was a flicker. And here we are going into it. I actually had my brightness up a little bit. But yeah, these are more of these swinging lamps that you need to grab onto, and I can get these easier than that other one, but still, it's a bit of an ask to be telling us to do that, especially in the darkness. Now I'm trying to not grab the wall, but trying to aim for that. There we go. Okay, and then I'm possibly not swinging far enough, but I mean obviously an alternative to doing this is to just go for this swinging walking thing that I have going on. This is so like bad with the light, but yes, this is the only bit that really does it, and then like we get back to normal light. So once I go through here, I will do the options video and then turn the brightness back down. I apologise if that isn't as acute in the video, but I mean even my view just now is quite dark. which is probably why I turned the brightness up. But there is another level, the museum level, that is coming up that also has that issue. It's quite dark at the start, and I was playing that the other day, and that might be why my brightness wasn't quite at the middle point. So we're outside now. In theory, that shouldn't be an issue. So we come in here, and there are, like most of the levels, there are several ways to solve this level. There's actually quite a, it's one of those ones that can be solved quite quickly, or relatively quickly. But I'm going to go through it as normal a way as possible. There are just some gripes about this level, and I've not even got to the worst one yet, but we'll get there shortly. Actually, I'm thinking of another one. My goodness, there's quite a few annoying things in this level that get me, but you can decide whether I'm being unreasonable or whether it is actually like correct me being annoyed by it. There's just quite a few things in this level. Oh man, I'm thinking of another one. Okay, so anyway, we are climbing up here and getting on this branch. Oh, there we go. Okay, I thought we were going to fall there, but we managed it. We're getting this wheel, which looks like it's from a ship, but I don't think it actually is. I think it's from where it goes. But we're bringing it over here. It is something to do with water, so maybe it is. It would have been designed from a ship wheel. But we try and put this wheel onto this. There we go. Okay, that's one of the gripes. Okay, and we're lifting these barriers up that you can probably see, and that lets the water in so that the water wheel turns, and that in turn lifts this up and down this platform over here that we are walking towards. So far, so good. Let's try and climb up here. That really didn't have any advantage to getting up there at that point. But I'm jumping over here and climbing up here. Good. Okay. So going over here, going up here. Now, I am not sure what I'm meant to do here, because there's some boxes down here. I don't know why they are there or what I'm meant to use them for, because as far as I can see, I wouldn't be able to bring them up here, and then I wouldn't be able to use them then to jump up. So I'm not 100% sure what those boxes are for. I could certainly use them when I get up here. And this is the next gripe. So the next gripe is this hook, which I can't remember whether we've got elsewhere. I think we do. I think we've got that in other levels. But this hook is so frustrating to grab. I'm trying to get a very specific point on the hook, and it's slipping about under my feet. And then, it won't surprise you to know that that's not where I was planning to grab on the hook. There's obviously hooks up on the... You can see it's being spun around like it's on ice. Okay, that's where I was trying to grab, but even then, it is very awkward. So I want to try and grab this. Okay, can I get this from here? No, okay. So I try and grab this, and hang on, let me just, yeah, okay. Okay. So there, oh no, I thought it was there, but it's not. So see, it's like hitting against the pole as I pass it by. It's so awkward. In the practice, when I was practicing this level, I got this like really quickly, and I was like, wow, like maybe they've fixed it, and like maybe I don't need to worry about this. But no, they don't appear to have. But good news is that I seem to have grabbed it, so I am ziplining over here. I can pass that. That's another skip that you can do, like by getting up on these roofs and going across and stuff. But we're not going to do that. If you are trophy hunting or achievement hunting, emptying this room of all its furniture and throwing it over the balcony is an achievement. Just to let you know. So there's barrels out here, and this is the next gripe on my list. The barrels, it's alright, but you need to basically get on top of it, and it's not that clear. And I managed to get that first time, of course I did, but that took me a long time to do in the practice of this level. And you need to open up this barrier. So I might struggle with it this time. But what can happen is that the barrels actually get caught in between these bits. So like underneath the platform where I pulled that lever, the barrels can get stuck in there, and that means that even when I open that, the barrels don't respawn. And so the barrels can be reduced in number and frequency and stuff, and it just makes the whole thing more awkward. This, I need to get up here. Now you can activate the checkpoint for up here earlier on, but I didn't. But you can do that, and like, I mean, if you're struggling, then you can kind of rub up against it. But I think, oh, maybe I did. I maybe did actually, because it would load there. Let me just see if it's... No, okay. That seems to have activated the checkpoint. That's fine. So for this, what I want to do is turn this wheel and lift this up, but I don't want to lift it up just yet. I want to stop some of these, but not lift them up at the same time. These barrels. So wait for this group of barrels that are coming down now. I might be able to get the 4 of them, the 3 that are coming, and the one that's in there just now, but that might disappear. But we'll get like a bunch of them. We might wait until this 4th one is up as well, because that might just encourage the collection. And I think we need 2. So we don't need that many, but it's always useful to have as many as you can get. So lift it up for a second, and then, oh no, I didn't quite get it, but lift it up, and then there we go. Okay, so I've got 3 in here. So let's try and turn this. Yes, turn it as far as it goes. And then I've got 3 barrels in here, and I'm pretty sure it's only 2 that I need. So then I bring the barrel up behind me. So come on, barrel. It should be following me up these stairs, and then up these stairs behind me now. I have also, by the way, been playing the VR version of this game, which I think I prefer the control scheme on that. If you played it before, then you might know what I mean, but you're controlling basically the 2 arms independently, and it's understandable, but there's at the moment, at time of recording, they're not up to date with all the levels. Like, I think they might have sent it off to another team to do that, and so like they're just kind of catching up. I think, like, they don't have all the levels at the moment anyway, so they don't have this one yet. But I think this will generally be easier. They are, at time of recording, planning to, or they're testing out a first-person person because that's what people have been asking for, but I really don't think that I would enjoy that if you played first person VR. It certainly works for some games, but it doesn't work for others. But yes, I thought I would mention that because I've not mentioned that before. So for this bit, I basically want to get across to the other side of this water here. And so the easiest way to do that is to send barrels down this hill here, and that they will float and kind of clog up the water so that it's passable. You will see what I mean when I do it. I'm not explaining it very well. But yes, just send down, I would send down all the barrels. You don't need to. You can probably get across with one or two, but I would send them all down. There's nothing stopping you doing that, and yeah, I would send them all down. There are probably ways to get the ones from the previous room as well, but you don't need them. You really don't. But send them all down, and yes, as you can imagine, like there's a lot of like skipping available, like because these roofs are all basically connected ultimately. It sounded like a kind of superhero introduction or something. Basically introduced ultimately. I don't know. what am I talking about? Okay, so wait for that barrel to right itself, and it will hopefully push the others further in, and then I want to climb up on top of these and jump over here. There we go. Okay, so then I'm over here, and then I want to climb in here, but don't do it straight away. Wait until one of the barrels just passes you, because these barrels are flying down here and they want to send you down into a pit that's behind us. What I normally try to do is just grab onto the wall as the barrel is about to pass. It sometimes doesn't work properly, but it's better than not grabbing on at all. And once you grab on, you're grabbed on, so you can let it hit you a couple of times and then go across here. This is again this gap here we need to get past, so I'll get past in a second. Oh, I said that it would be grabbing on and I lied because it didn't grab on, and I'm suddenly up on the ceiling. So that's a thing. That's the thing that I have not done before. Okay, so let's try and make our way across to this, because it might not keep you grabbed on after a couple of hits. Maybe it's like got a timer, and then once you okay. Okay, we're into that gap, and we fall right through and into this area up here. That is fair enough. I planned to do that. I was right at the end, and that's annoying. Okay, so climb up here, slowly but surely. And I was going to say, like, once you get on the steps, you're safe. You're clearly not. But yes, you are almost safe. So just keep trying to get up the steps as quickly as possible, and don't fall into these gaps because they reset you. That's basically what I was trying to say, but I didn't get the words out fast enough. Right, okay, there we go. And then there's more hitting me. Okay, I'm free. So I think this is either part of a trophy or it's a full trophy in and of itself, but I'm going to do it anyway because why not? If you grab this torch, if you can grab the torch and come up these stairs, no issue with it during the practice for this level. So of course, Let's Player's Curse. Okay, so come up these steps, and I genuinely can't remember. I think there are more than one torch that you need to light up, but that's something that the match, or the lantern, or whatever it was, whatever you call it, was right in front of my face. I couldn't not pick it up at that moment, in that moment. And wow, that was very close to me falling there. I always walk about these levels like a zombie, like with my hands out like this. Okay, so this is one of these catapult things. It's not called that. Is it a trebuchet? Is that the word, or is that a completely different thing that I'm thinking of? This basically, we've seen very similar before, but I don't know. Yeah, we have seen them on these turn platforms, haven't we? It's basically like the ones with wheels, but only they don't have wheels, so we don't have that added complication of them having wheels. So basically I want to point this one out the gap here, because we're going to that island that you see over there. And pull this so that it's wound up as much as possible, and then come into here, and obviously like doing that doesn't move the actual device like it does when you have the wheels. So I was really confused by this last time that I've done it, because I normally skip this whole section in this level, and I might at some point, maybe when the game is finished, I might go through it and show you, like, because some of the skips are ridiculous. Like, some levels took me like 3 episodes to do, and I think I'm going to do this in 1 episode, even despite the length of it. But yeah, as I was doing it, like, some levels were like 3 episodes long, and I can do them in like 2 minutes or something, you know? Like, it's really like quite funny how much you can skip this game, and I like it that way. But as a result, it's been a while since I played the full level, so then I practiced it earlier on, and I got quite confused by those barrels together. Oh, I just realised that there's actually rowing boats here, as well as the big boat. What I'm going to do is control the big boat, because that's a bit more exciting and a bit more unique. But the rowing boats are a lot easier, a lot easier to control, spoilers, than this hunking thing that we've got. So we basically have a paddle steamer. So we have the 2 paddles on either side, and basically these are controlling them both. So if you think about it, this one is going to turn us right, and this one is going to turn us left, right? I'm saying left, right? So, but they are really awkward to grab onto, because like that wasn't allowing me to grab on there. And are we free from the island yet? I don't think we are, but I think we can get there by doing this. But then we need to get round this other island. So yeah, it's basically a case of controlling this to get round this other island, but they can be really awkward to grab onto these control sticks, which is just another gripe in this level. in this level of gripes. So you can either go to like neutral, or you can go back, and obviously going back will turn it even faster. Like this. There we go, it kind of almost turns on the spot by doing that. And then this has somehow got a little bit looser here, So I need to do that. And then we're like round this island, that's fine. So like, I mean, we do come quite far. And quite fast as well. It's not too bad at the speed thing. It's just that the controls are awkward and your human doesn't grab on to the sticks right away every time. And once you get over here, like there is a like the save point, the checkpoint is quite forgiving, so there is that as well. So I think both of them are now straight out, and we're pretty much heading for, you can see like a staircase in here. We're basically heading for that staircase, but it can be quite awkward to aim this heavy machine here. Like, it looks like, well, it looked like we were heading for that straight away, but you can see that, I mean, even, I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but that seemed to be further back than it should have been. So, nope, we're turning the wrong way. Okay, so that's the checkpoint registered there. You might have seen the loading. That is it. So basically, like, we can just jump in the water now, and like that will be us in the right place. But I like to get as close as possible, and if I can get to the right spot, then I like to do that manually. But it doesn't always allow you to do that, because you can see that it's kind of pushing against this. But yeah, we've managed to get up here. I almost spoke too soon there. So yes, we got the checkpoint, but this is where the checkpoint actually is. It's on the stairs. But yes, one thing now is that we need several pipes from different areas, and the first pipe is up here. I will show you why we need the pipes in a second, but it's easier to get this and then explain than explain and then come back to get this first one. So first pipe is here, and I believe where we're plugging it into is actually like over the other side, so I will need to explain when we get over there. So we come over here, and there's like a bridge over here. We are going over the other side first. So we match the colours. So this is brown and other brown, so we're putting it over here. And then that lights up. Is it this one that's lit up? Anyway, we are trying to get I think they are pumping water into this machine, and then that's going to raise the water level. And when the water level gets to a sufficient level, the barrels that are inside this box back here will come out the top, and the water level is going to be high enough. And I'm in the water right now. That's okay, I can climb up here. The water level is going to be at a sufficient level where I can leave. So the exit is over there, and I don't know that there's any decent skips for this level, for this part of the level. I think usually, unless I'm missing something, once I get into here, I'm pretty much doing this until I get the water level up. So the next pipe is over this way, so I can climb down here, get up here, climb up on top of this one, and then I can jump over here. This can be a bit awkward because sometimes it doesn't register you jumping, but it did there, so that's good. That took quite a few tries earlier on, but that's good that it worked this time. And normally they're over the other side, like normally they're, like if you pick up one on this side, then you're going over the other side to put it in. So that's something to bear in mind. That's us got 2. The next one is this one, and it kind of shows you that there are skips that you can do to get over here. You can go onto that island. I think from that island to here. I think that's the point. Maybe that can allow you to leave the level. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've like done the whole skipping thing in this level. It's not one of those levels that I'd like return to frequently. Is that the mall? I think that's the mall, right? Is that 4? 1, 2... Yeah, okay. So then you pull this lever when I can grab it and pull it down. And that releases the water into the system and will eventually allow the barrels to come out. There we go. So they have come out. And these barrels are a bit different. You just kind of need to aim a little bit for the middle and then you will go into them. And that is how to do that. And then you just allow this current to take you out here, and then eventually the water will allow you to fall through, or it will, you know, just leave it and then it will fall you through and then it will end the level. So yeah, that's us finished that level. So join us again for another episode of Human Fall Flat on the PlayStation 5. Please like, comment, subscribe for more. Thanks everyone for watching. See you later. Bye bye.